Hello, love. Welcome to my channel. Happy Monday. Happy Magic Monday. I hope you are well and I hope your family is well. If you're just joining, I want you to do two things. Okay. I want you to tell me where you're watching from, and I want you to tell me where your favorite place is to shop for decor. I'm going to tell you where my place is that I started off and literally has transformed my way of thinking. So, if you are tuning in to find out one of my favorite places that I love to shop at for interior design, then that's what we're going to talk about. And I'm going to share some things with you. So, let me check something out real quick because this is actually my first time using this software. So I want to make sure that you can hear me. But I'm going to ask you, if you can hear me, let me know in the comments. Okay, you can hear me. I see someone said Pier 1. We got Pier 1. We got Las Vegas in the house. Hey, Coach D. All right. Lakita, how is that room coming along? You definitely got to update me. We got Florida in the house, Texas in the house, Toronto. Oh, we are in here. I love it. Hold on, I see IKEA. Yes, for the IKEA. We are like so here. Sis, we are so here. You know I love IKEA. But I love IKEA for everything. IKEA low key is my Walmart, okay? I shop there for organizational things, kitchen stuff. Like if I need anything bathroom related, I'm going to IKEA. I'm going to IKEA. Ohio, Amazon. They get all my money. They get all my money. It's sad. New Jersey. Said Target. Yeah, we don't do Walmart over here. Only online and neighborhood Walmarts, not super Walmarts. You catch a case in there, it ain't safe. South Carolina in the house. Y'all in here. I thought y'all was gonna be getting ready for bed. Y'all, look at y'all. All right. Thank you for swinging by and hanging out with your girl. So I can take this off because clearly you can hear me. But this weekend, I was just kind of chilling and I was like, okay, I need to source some stuff for a client because I'm still trying to finish a room. And I went to Home Goods on Friday and Saturday. Okay. So I went to Home Goods on those 2 days. So I've been in like four different Home Goods locations in the last few days. And I was starting to get a little discouraged because I kept seeing the same stuff. And if you've watched this channel for a while, or if you went back and watched some of my older videos, you can see like I can decorate with anything. And I really pride myself in being able to take something that's old and reuse it or upcycle it, or just repurposing something that's totally out of the norm. And so that led me to the Goodwill. This is where I really got started. Like learning the basics on how to decorate when you don't have money, like you really have to stick to the rules so that you can make what you do have look good. But I went to Home Goods and this was yesterday. I found some amazing things. I spent $32, okay? $32 and came out of there with nice frames and some of the best decor books. I may even use some of these books in my design if my client likes them, because we're literally sourcing books for this massive table that we purchased. And these books are so nice, not to mention educational, which I'm trying to wean myself off of the internet because I'm addicted to TikTok. Like, it's bad. It's really bad. So, yeah, I want to show you what I got from the Goodwill. But let's see what you guys are talking about in here. So we have some more Amazon love for sure. The dollar store. You could definitely find some nice things at the dollar store. I feel like there's a lot of supporting pieces at the dollar store. Things that you would actually get charged way more if you didn't purchase it from there. Hey, Yvonne. All right. Hey, y'all. I appreciate y'all for dropping in. All right. So let's get into these home good finds. Okay. So the first thing that I picked up was these huge coasters. Like this table that I'm telling you about, it's very big. But anytime I see anything that has like a natural element, so like wood, rattan, cement, anything that could be in like CB2 or Crate and Barrel for a whole lot of money, I am snagging it. And these are so unique. I don't know. I haven't seen them. I'm pretty sure somebody bought them from somewhere, but I picked these up. These were like $5, so $1 each. Like, and the way my mind works is, yes, they could be a coaster or they could be artwork. I'm just saying, I am not opposed. I am not opposed. So that was the first thing that I picked up. Now, the next few things that I picked up were books. But when I show you how big these books is, you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about and why I say like they are amazing finds. Okay. So the first book that I found, I purchased myself, and I didn't spend no $2. Do you know they had this book? Y'all see this book? If you like interior design, you know this book is everywhere. Aaron Gates' book. I have this book in my entryway, and I want to say I spent like either 20 something, like close to 29, 28 bucks or something like that, or 30. But it was in a Goodwill for $3. Oh, I tempted to put this on Amazon and resell it. No, I was just playing. But I love this book. This is one of my favorite books to look for inspiration, honestly. She does such an amazing job. And then just the inside is very pretty to me. And let me not say this because this live, I can't edit this out. But she got a picture in here that's hilarious. She took a picture of her childhood and she was talking about it inside of the book. And then when you turn the page, you see the picture. And I'm like, why she put this picture? It's hilarious. But this was in the Goodwill for like $3. Couldn't believe it. I was like, what? I clutch my pearls. So I got that book. The other book that I picked up, which I thought was really nice, is an interior graphic and design standards. I need this book. For real, for real. I was like, this is what I'm talking about. See, that's why I be saying the things that I do, I feel like this is, you know how you feel like, okay, this is for me. When you find stuff like this, it's like, okay, this was meant for me. I am, side note, I am very stressed right now because I'm at the end of a design project and I'm working with a contractor to, finish out the walls and apply the molding and all of this stuff. And I'm self-taught. I didn't go to school for this. I just trust God to help me with, my journey. And when I find books like this for $3 to help give me the knowledge that I need to do a good job, I'm just like, you be looking out, Lord. You be looking out. So I found this book and I'm so excited because, like I said, it came at a time when I needed the most. So your girl is gonna be in this book learning all kind of new things so I can share them with you. So we're gonna learn together. Okay. That was the other book that I found. The next book that I found is this contemporary business law book. Y'all know I'm about that entrepreneur life. And yeah, we're definitely going to be looking in this book, trying to get educated. And like I said, it is informative, but it also looks good on the coffee table. And I like the color. It vibes well in it vibes well in my living room, and I think it would go well in my office too. So yeah, I got those books. And then I picked up this American Patchwork and Quilting book. This is by Better Homes and Garden. I mean, who don't want, I'm not a quilt person, but I like to know a little bit about a lot. So if, I'm ever working with somebody and they say they want to quilt and I need to find some information out, I thought this was a nice book to have. And plus, like I said, I like big books. They are perfect, accents in any interior design. So I got those. And then I picked up some other books. So the books that I picked up last are more so culinary style books. And I am in this journey, like trying to eat better. Like, I don't want to commit to a certain diet, but I just want to have a nice variety and I want to eat real food. I told myself if it didn't exist 200 years ago, I don't want to eat it. So basically, I'm trying to cut out a lot of processed food. So I found this book here. It's sauces, like different recipes for creating sauces and cooking ideas. And I know you can, I know. You say, oh, you can find this stuff on Pinterest. But like I said at the beginning of this live, I am trying my hardest to not be on the internet more than I don't have to. Like, because I don't know if it's because I do this full time now. I feel like I'm always in my phone. And it's to the point where I feel like I'm addicted. I don't want to be addicted. So I said, okay, I'm gonna buy some books. That way I can jump off the internet and then I can, get my work done and then be on the internet, yeah, have some balance basically. And then the last book that I picked up was this book on Mexican cuisine because we have to talk. Okay. This cannot be edited, so I gotta watch what I say. But being that I'm from Chicago, like I'm more used to Mexican food. In South Florida, it's a little bit of a difference. Like I feel like I don't get a lot of Mexican. I get a lot of like, is it Spanish? Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not trying to be disrespectful in any type of way. But I think it's more like Cuban food, and it tastes different. It's good. It's really good, but it tastes different. Um, if it's anybody on here from the West Coast, the food is different. So I really like that I found this book because I love Mexican food. Shout out to Pepe's. All right. So those are my books. Let me see if anybody know what I'm talking about with the different Spanish foods. Spanish versus what is it, Spanish? Or the Cuban versus the Mexican. Yeah. all good, but just the different tastes. So those were the books that I purchased. And like I said, I only spent $32. Okay. $32. That would have been one item at Home Goods. Make sure y'all check out the Goodwill. Give things a second life. You know. Now, the other thing that I picked up were these frames. This was $3. And what I like about the frame is the detail. I'm going to spray paint this, of course. Um, Honestly, the main colors that I use are black and white or gold, sometimes silver, but those are the main colors. And then I like to change up the finishes, so either matte or shiny. But I really like the idea of two of these being stacked like this. Sorry, can't see it that well, but so yeah, I picked those up, and then I picked up another picture, but it's really, really big. You wouldn't even be able to see it in this frame. It's an oval shape, and it is so unique. Oh my goodness, I couldn't believe that somebody left that in the Goodwill. I was like, I love this. So that's my weekend haul, my $32 weekend haul. I picked up a bunch of stuff from Home Goods, um, but it's in the other room. So that'll be on a different video if you want to see that video. Comment if you do. I don't do a lot of hauls because I mean I feel like Home Goods, you gotta be there to you just have to be there to to get it. It's not like I can link it. So let me see what you guys are talking about in the comments. So Natural said, I didn't realize we were live. Yeah, girl. See, I told y'all I'm different. I don't just upload. I want to come and kick it with y'all sometimes too. Yeah, sometimes we kick it in here. So yeah, Home Goods would be my favorite place to just find unique things. But when it's time to really like stay in a budget, the Goodwill, I think the Goodwill is better than Salvation Army, honestly. But the Goodwill will always get you right. Always. And I'm going to give you a few tips about shopping in the Goodwill when you're looking for like decor or even furniture because they had some nice things. If I had the time, I would have picked up this chair. It was like a traditional chair, it had the oval back and like the big seat with the fancy legs. And I was like, oh my gosh, that would look so amazing in like some contemporary fabric, but I just don't have the time to do it. But yeah, if you are balling on a budget and or let's just say you get to the end of your design and you got all of the big things out of the way, decor, artwork, books are things that you should definitely get from the Goodwill because you can spray paint them to make them look, updated. Um, your books, you could actually get a lot of books and just take the cover off, turn it around, and then have the pages showing, and that looks so expensive. And not to mention, if you get bored or if you don't want to be on the internet, you can actually read the book. But yeah, those and artwork, like picture frames and stuff like that, are definitely good things to purchase from the Goodwill. Now, you tell me, what do you buy from the Goodwill? Because those are my favorite things to buy. But you might know of something else. So go ahead and drop that in the chat. I'll wait. Almighty Max said, definitely smash the like button, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Let's see. Almighty Max said, I love the home goods. Oh, let's put it on here. And even a thrift store haul. Love turning something old into something new. That's what I'm talking about. And it's unique, you know. Later on this week, I want to jump on here, and I was reading this book here. I was reading this book here, which I actually bought, paid $13, but it's a really good book, and it talks about different design. It talks about different design all over the world and how people create unique spaces. Because I've done some videos recently in good fun, just talking about what makes a home look cheap and a mess. Those are not things that you have to follow. And so I read the comments. I really do read the comments. And I know a lot of people were like, then everybody's house starts to look the same, and this, that, and the third. And that is true. That is true. You don't want to have your house look like everybody else's house. There's some things that I like to follow, and then there's some things that it's just kind of like, if you do it, then you do it. If not, it's not a big deal. But this book, it just really kind of hit the points, I guess, that people were trying to make in those comments when they were saying, like, if everybody does the same thing, then everybody's homes are going to look the same. And so I was like, okay, I could see it. I could see it. We're going to have a conversation about it on the channel. You know what I mean? Because I get it. But like I always say, I don't say this on my channel, but when I'm working with people one-on-one, I always tell them this is your home at the end of the day. Now, if you feel like you don't like the way it looks in here, then these are some things you can do to help you out. And so that's what that video was trying to convey. But at the end of the day, if those things don't make you feel good in your space, don't do them. That's your home. You pay rent or mortgage there. So that's the number one thing that matters, is what you feel, how you feel when you walk in that space. So that is, like I said, something that I'm going to talk about later on this week. I'm excited about it too, because I feel like, the internet have a lot of opinions, and I like to hear them. Let's see what you guys are saying in here. Hidden gems. Yep, in the thrift store. I agree. Phil's G said I need to start reading books again. I know, me too. Rasta says been to the Goodwill once. Seems like all old stuff. I have to revisit. What? It is old. It's antique, or it's a second life, because you got to think. My mind is weird. I think like, wow, I wonder who owned these things. You know what I mean? Like even these design books, who owned this stuff? And okay, it's gonna go. I don't get weird. I don't want to get weird on this live, but I was thinking like, most people don't give these type of books away. You know what I mean? And then I start thinking like, if I die, my stuff gonna be bomb. Like they gonna be thinking like, this is some nice stuff. Okay, I'm getting weird, but no, I am really. I can just imagine. Then I'm thinking like, who gonna want what? Because I'm very organized, and everything is like all put together. But yeah, that's probably TMI. So that was my weekend in a nutshell. Lots of shopping, lots of reading for new ideas and perspectives on the way we dwell. Um, and like I said, some newfound, very well appreciated information because I literally have been looking up all kind of designs to finish off this space, which I cannot wait to share with you guys because it's the biggest space that I've ever decorated and it's coming together beautifully. Okay. So yeah. That is it. I'm gonna leave it open for another 5 or so minutes. If you guys have any questions, this will be the best time to ask them because I am trying to get caught up with my comments and it's just not looking good. I have too many things going on behind the scenes. Too many things. So, any questions, let me know. Also, let me know how you enjoyed this live session. Like I said, this is new software for me. I have been practicing this for over a year, and I'm thinking I did okay with the butts, the click clicks, but I like to keep things interesting. Okay, here's a question. Um, what was my very first design? Let me see. I okay, I'll have to answer that in two phases. The first being that I've been designing for a long time. Um, Actually, the very first design was in my mom's house, and then I bought my own condo and I redid the entire place. Literally, it was like 1970 something when I signed my mortgage, and a month out after I owned it, it was back to it was fully updated. And I did that for $10,000. But as far as my first official paid client, would have to be a bedroom that I did, and that video is actually on my channel. Let me see if I can um, share my screen. Hold on. Ooh. Okay, I can't share my screen because I'm not in the office, and I'm just working off one. But on the replay of this, I will link actually in the description box. I'm going to link the video to my first two designs. So the first one was a bedroom and a closet makeover, and then the second one was one of my good friends and coworkers. I'm full townhouse actually, and I have footage of that also. I did his bedrooms and his living room within a week. Yeah, it was a tough week, but we got it done. So I have videos for all of those. So if you want to see like how things, what they say, how it started versus how it's going, um, I can actually leave links down in the description box below. All right, let's see. Phil said, thanks for taking time to chat. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like I said, I was kind of like I was a little overwhelmed this weekend. I don't know what it was. I just Sometimes when you start thinking about everything that you have to do, you just want to lay down. And that's what I kept doing. And I was like, I can't do this. I have to just do something. So I was like, I'm just going to go live. I'm going to try the new software. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I tried. And that's all you can do, right? Let's see. Rasta says, what do you think about a fake fireplace? I don't like the fireplaces, the faux fireplaces with the TV stand. Not really my cup of tea. But I do love a good like faux built fireplace where maybe you don't have the real thing. You may have like candles or something like that. I actually looked at a home about a month ago. That's a whole nother story. But it was beautiful. Beautiful. The best house that I have seen in South Florida to date. And they actually had a faux fireplace in the bedroom, and that was the only thing that the seller said that they wanted to take. But it was beautiful. I was just like, oh, she had to be a influencer or interior designer or something like that. Because, like I said, that was the best house I've seen, and we've been looking for like over a year. Yeah. So not a fan of the TV faux fireplaces. Yvonne says, when wanting to, let's see, when wanting to revamp the bedroom, where do you start besides paint? The bed. The bed. The main focus of the bedroom is the bed. And that's a whole nother video too. That is something that took me a while to get all of the pieces to make my bed feel like a 5-star hotel. Like, you don't understand. I have like a real serious relationship with this bed. So the reason I say start there is because one, you want to make sure that your bedroom is not just cute, like you want to have some serious comfort because sleep is very important and to your overall well-being. So starting off with that and then getting the actual, pillows and the blankets and the duvets and comforters, all of that stuff, whatever you want to buy makes it sets the stage. So even if you don't do anything else to the room, having a beautiful bed, not a bed, but if having a beautiful um, design bed is like first and foremost. And then after that, I would say the next thing, of course, your paint is your rug and your curtains. Those three things are going to make your space feel very put together in a short period of time. And then once you start to acquire other things like, nightstands, of course, because you want to have something to put your light fixtures on, or, a cup of water or something like that. Um, those would be like the main things. But yeah, I would definitely say blackout curtains are very nice, um, and a rug, because I don't know about you, but I do not like getting out of the bed and touching a cold floor. That's if you have like hardwoods or tile. So that is where I would start. Great question. Vicky said she bought some peel and stick from Dollar Tree, and she wanted to know my thoughts on the peel and stick Dollar Tree version. I like it. Okay. If you saw my entryway video, my entryway did I call it a 2.0? I think I called it that behind the scenes, but it's my small entryway makeover. I made my entryway over twice. The last time that I did it, I like really got crazy with my ideas, and I created this like hang up style coat rack to cover up my utility box and then also make use of my vertical space. And in that video, the wood that I'm using to make it look wood grain is from the Dollar Tree. So I am a fan of the Peel and Stick Dollar Tree contact paper for certain projects. Something that's going on a wall is good. Maybe something for the cabinets would be good. Where I would not use it is like on my countertops. I am a fan of a very select few um, products when it comes to the countertops. And that's because you want to make sure that it's durable. You want to make sure that you read the information to make sure it's not toxic, and not all of those things, support all of those points. So if you're going to be putting your food and stuff on it, like I said, you don't want something that's from the Dollar Tree that's probably going to break down, may not be made at the best quality. But if you're just using it for, I don't know what you're using it for, but if something like I said, something that's going on the wall, or maybe something that's going on the cabinet, um, I give it 2 thumbs up. I used it. I like it. Hope that answers your question. Let's see. I'm searching for another question. Bear with me. Okay, so Anita says, what would you recommend for a TV stand and a sound bar without mounting either? I knew somebody was going to try to challenge me. I don't know. Let me see. Let me think about that one. Okay, so Anita wants to, what would you recommend for a TV stand? They have, you have to do a little research. This company contacted me, and they have this product that you can, it almost looks like my mind is not going to process this word, easel. It almost looks like an easel, but it's for televisions. And you can put the television anywhere in a room. And I was thinking, I don't really think my audience would need something like that, but this would actually solve your problem. You can definitely mount the TV. I'm not sure if you can mount the sound bar, but I'm pretty sure that somebody has created something to mount the sound bar underneath the TV by using the hardware in the back and just dropping it down. I would have to do my research to fact check that, but if you check those two things out, it's a standalone TV holder. Like I said, it's shaped like an easel. And then I'm thinking they have something to attach the sound bar to the end, to the bottom of the television, so that you don't have to mount it to the TV, to the wall. So those, yeah, that would be my ideas. Like I said, I have to do a little bit more research, but I definitely suggest you go ahead and do that. I would check on Amazon and then do a Google search. Hope that helps. Okay, let's see. Fails G says, would you ever consider virtual design consults? I actually offer that. So I'm not doing a good job. I actually do offer that. That's why at the beginning I was asking Coach D, how's that room going? On my website at www.wayneandworld.com, on the first page, I have I have two packages. One is a fix this room, and then the other one is a signature session. So if you have a room that you're struggling with, you can get my virtual help. One is more in depth. The other one is just like if you like how I'm doing now. If you sent me pictures of your room, and you just wanted to know, hey, what would you do with this room? Because I'm clueless. Then I'll send you back a recorded video with all of my markups and things that I would do and all my ideas. And that is one option. The second option is where you would go through my extensive assessment so that I can figure out what it is that you're looking for, what are your needs, and then we would meet one-on-one on a private Zoom call, and then I would virtually design your room. So those are the products or the offers that I have currently, and you can find them again on www.wayneandworld.com. Scroll all the way to the bottom on the homepage. But great question. Let's see. I like that you guys are talking to each other. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Okay, here's a question. Okay, Elizabeth. She wants to go to interior design, interior decorating or design school, and she's wanting to know if math is going to be a problem for her. So when it comes to math, how math heavy are these two paths? For this is kind of interesting because I didn't go to school for this, but I did go to school for nursing, and you have to know a little bit about math when you're converting weights and fluids and doing certain formulas. It is, you do have to know a certain amount of math. But when it comes to math with interior design, what you're doing is learning the dimensions of the space. And then it's like Tetris. You're putting things in the room that is going to fit the space. And that's basic math to me. The other thing, I'm trying to think what else is. So knowing how to read a ruler. I mean, you can look that up on YouTube. They actually have a really good video. This lady broke it down better than anybody I've ever heard explain it in school or anywhere. But basically, that's what you're doing in interior design. And you're learning the rules like for coding and things like that, what looks good visually to the eye. So I don't think math is, at least I'm trying to think, have I been hung up on any type of, no. I, if it fits, it fits. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That's, I'm literally thinking, I'm going to think about it once we get off of this live, and then I'm going to be like, oh, I should have said this. But no, that's, yeah, because even with the virtual, like you send me your measurements, I've literally designed someone's home that's 3 hours away from me from nothing. It was a brand new build, and all we did was meet virtually, and she gave me proper dimensions and I looked for the things, and that was it. So to answer that question, no. Honestly, it's just about starting, because if you don't know something, it's going to feel more intimidating. It's going to feel like it's so much. But once you get into it, you're like, this is not even that hard, you know? So just do it. Start with a room and do it. Let's see. Rasta said it's more geometry. That's true. Let's see. Any more questions? I'm looking for the question marks. Courtney, okay. What did you recommend if you don't have a walk-in closet but you like be organized and display your clothes? Okay, so Courtney says, hey Wayna, what would you recommend if you don't have a walk-in closet but would like to be better organized and display your clothing? I really want the IKEA closet pieces, but don't want to overclutter. That's what I did here. So this is an all-purpose room. We film in here, we house guests in here. This is like my little prayer room. Uh, yeah, my wardrobe. Um, I would personally recommend the PAX closet system. Um, let's see. Before I had the PAX closet system, I had just a regular rail where I hung my clothes up, nice and neat, shoes on the bottom, and then I had a tall dresser. Um, I'm a fan of hooks on the wall, so like I keep looking over here like you can see it, you can't see it, but like nice hooks on the wall, um, like you would see at a department store. I'm a fan of that because you can put the clothes behind each other. Um, bookshelves help if you are storing shoes. I did that when I when I had my condo. My bedroom had a very small closet, and I wanted to keep that all for clothing. And then I had a bookshelf that I, this was back when the thing to do with your bookshelf was to like put glitter paper behind it. Yeah, so I had like a brown bookshelf with like white glitter paper, and I had my shoes in there. Um, that's an option. Don't do the glitter though; it get all over your shoes. What else? Hmm. Yeah, and shelves. Let me know if that helps. Um, so yeah, if you don't have a walk-in closet, just create a little space in a room. Um, the PAX closet systems from IKEA has doors also, and they also have some at from Amazon as well. I actually have a free download that you can click on, and I'll put it in this description. But it's in all my descriptions. It's the storage and organizational guide. But in that guide, I've linked to some of my favorite storage and organizational pieces for small apartments or small spaces. So that's what I would recommend. All right, let's see. Let's see. Tasha says, do you adhere to feng shui when considering design and furniture placement? I do a little bit. I'm not religious about it. Um, but like the whole mirror thing, like I do feel like you really shouldn't put mirrors. And I don't, it's not like a superstitious thing. I don't know. So I do adhere to it, and I do like the principles of some of the feng shui, but if it doesn't work for my space, I will break the rules. So I guess the answer is no. I don't adhere to it. I like to know about it. So when I mentioned the mirrors, I have a mirror in my room, but the reason I have the mirror in my room is because the mirror is small. The room is small, and the mirror makes the space feel bigger, and it bounces the light from the window. So I broke the rule. So if I get a bigger space, then no, I don't. I won't put the mirror in the room. But right now, I got to do what works for me. Um, Hope that answers your question. Uh, Elizabeth says, "Do I remember the video for the ruler?" I gotta find it. I actually, yeah, I think it's in my membership, which I just closed this month. We did a full year, but I will find that and I will link it after this video. You guys are making me start a to-do list. I gotta remember link measuring video. What else am I supposed to be linking? Uh, the organizational guide. All right, I wrote that on the box. I'm like that. Let's see. I think that's I really love that you guys are talking to each other. That is amazing. We're a community. Okay. Okay, here's a good question. How would I budget designing and purchasing furniture? Do you recommend a percentage of my monthly income? Should I save for 6 months? All budgeting designs, all budget designs are online. This is from Shirley. Okay, so when it comes to budgeting, it looks different for everybody. I'll give you my story. I decided that I wanted to officially make over a space without being, cheap about it in 2018. And I saved from 2018 to 2019. So that's a whole year. For me, it wasn't that I didn't have the money, because in 2018 I did have the money, but I mean, I told y'all all my business on the internet. I filed bankruptcy and went into foreclosure back in 2012. And after that, it made me look at my finances, the way I spend my money, like totally different. So for me, personally, I would make sure that I have my emergency fund. I would make sure that I have, a Roth IRA, and I would make sure that I have life insurance before I start worrying about putting any type of decor together. But again, that's personal. That was just with me. Once I had all of those things, then I was like, okay, you good. You got some money in the bank. I was investing in the market at that time. I'm like, okay, I want to feel good around me. You know what I'm saying? I got this money sitting in these financial institutions, but none of it's making me happy. And so I said, okay, I'm going to give myself a year. My budget was 2000. I saved up 1700 and I sold a lot of my old furniture, and I came up with that 2 grand. For my living room, that wasn't quite enough because the couch alone was $1,600. But luckily, my babe bought me a couch for Christmas. Won't he do it? So I ended up spending the rest of the 2000 on storage on like desk, TV stands, lighting, all of that stuff. So decor can get expensive. But to break it down, what I would do is I would take inventory of what I have, I would try to sell that to make some extra money. And then to realistically, let's just say decorate a living room with a couch included, you're probably looking at 3,500 to $4,000 because gas is expensive and the supply chain link is still a little broken. So things take a long time and they have been jacking the prices up on everything. Because I have these clients that I actually put together designs for, and I send them, in a professional format, and it has the prices on there, and I'm actually looking at it for like new clients, and I'm like, whoa, this is $30 more than what it was just 6 months ago. So with that being said, and knowing the prices of things, I would allocate 3,500 to $4,000 for a living room if you need a sofa. If you don't need a sofa, then you could probably take off 15 to $1,700 off of that. But save at your own pace. Make sure the important things are taken care of first. Um, I'm starting, so the membership that ended is going to become a course where it's going to run people through the entire process, because what I've learned in my journey is that there are certain things that you should do first, and then you'll feel like your space is more put together, and then from there your interior design your interior design becomes a journey. So you don't have to decorate a space all in one setting like they do on HGTV. That is scripted, that is well funded, um, and most people just don't have that capability to do all of that in one setting. We don't have the manpower and probably don't have the finances to buy all that stuff and put it all together. But knowing a good roadmap to say, okay, this is what I should do first, or this is how I save money in these areas to invest more in this area, or what to splurge on versus what to, kind of skimp on. Those things will become pretty helpful. But I hope that answers that question. All right. Let's see. Okay, here's another one. Oh, Shirley said, my boyfriend says you are on point. Thank you so much for those points. Don't worry, I have my priorities in check. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Last thing I want to do is be on here talking about all this rental friendly stuff, and we don't have it together. That makes me feel good. But yeah, don't rush it. Rush designs never look the best. The best designs take a while, because you have to be around something to see if that you actually like it. So if you rush to buy everything at once, you're probably not going to like everything in that space. But if you find like, oh my gosh, I found the perfect chair, and then you bring it home and you marry it with the rest of the things that you own and love, that's how you really start to truly create a space that you love. Because these are things that throughout your journey of life have resonated with you enough to bring into your environment. So that's awesome. Renee says, if I want to change styles, Like going from a country style to more classic, what is a good way to do? What is a good way to go about doing that? Um, if you're going to switch styles, I would take inventory of the country things that could be used in a more classic way, because they have like you could do a hybrid of like a country chic or a shabby chic or something like that. Um, so I would take an inventory of what I already have, and then the big pieces will probably be the hardest to replace. Not hardest, but the most expensive to replace. And those things, I would see how I could go about maybe making it more classic. Let's just say if you have a bedroom set, um, maybe you would get some more, you would get more traditional looking lamps, or you would get a more traditional bedding. Um, Maybe change your hardware from something that's more modern looking, or not modern, but more country looking, to something that's um, more traditional. The small things, or maybe the type of rug that you have, or your curtains, artwork, anything that's supporting of the big pieces, you could probably navigate into a different style that way, so that you're not spending so much money to do so. So hopefully that helps. All right, let's see. Whew, it's 12 o'clock. Oh Lord, I didn't mean to be on here that long. All right, y'all. Let's see. All right. All right, I'm gonna call it. It's almost the next day, y'all. I thought it was only an hour in. We in way too long. Thank you so much for jumping on with me. I appreciate you so very much. I will try my hardest to jump on again this week, because, like I said, I want to talk to you guys about something that's pretty cool. And I already know it's going to be a whole lot of opinions flying on that one. I'm ready for it, though. So, all right, you take it easy, get some rest, have a beautiful and productive week, and I will see you on the next live. Later, boo.